Hello my friends, welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. Today's topic is going to be talking about why you're not growing on Instagram. I know you want to hear more about this. Stay tuned to find out. Let's dive right in. So the number one reason that you're not growing on Instagram is because you're not consistent with your branding. So you may say, okay, what does branding mean to me? A lot of people think about logo, a lot of people think about fonts and about colors. Those all have to do with your branding, but on top of all of those things, you also have to think about your brand voice. Your brand voice is another big thing that you have to consider. And colors, that's a really big thing. So if you kind of throw graphics together and you don't really have any thought to what the colors are going to be, what the fonts are going to be, or you repost a lot of stuff from other people's account that doesn't really have to do anything with your account or your brand colors or your brand vibe, people might follow your account, but a lot of other people are probably going to be turned off by it, or they're going to be confused, like, okay, what does this person's account actually do? For example, like they click on your website and it's just like a minimalist vibe and it's really clean colors, really bright white, and then they look at your Instagram profile and it's like dark green colors mixed with bright purple, mixed with funky yellows, and they kind of are confused. They might not be confused on a conscious level, but they might be confused on a subconscious level. Like, what is this person's page all about? So that's one big thing that can turn people off when they come to your profile. They look at your feed, they see that, and they're like, ugh, this is kind of all over the place. I don't really know if I want to follow this person. Number two thing I want to talk about is not being consistent in posting your content, right? So maybe you post on a Monday and then you don't post again until Friday, or maybe you're not even posting once a week. Maybe you're posting once every couple weeks. If you're super casual about your account and you don't really care about growing it, then you don't have to worry about being consistent. But if you want to grow your account at all, consistency should be one of the number one things that you take into consideration. If the problem is that, hey, I don't know how to be consistent because I don't have content planned enough in advance, and all of a sudden you realize, like, oh shit, a post is supposed to go out tomorrow and I don't have anything to post. That comes from lack of planning, poor planning. So really what I advise you to do in that case is just plan all your content a month in advance or a few weeks in advance. If you know you can't do it on a day-to-day basis, and by the way, I don't recommend doing it on the day of basis anyway, because it's a road to being hella stressed out and you don't want that. So I recommend scheduling it in advance and then going that way, and then you don't have to sit up and worry every single day like, oh no, oh my God, what am I gonna post today? So if you're having a hard time being consistent, use a planner. And a lot of my clients ask me, how often should I be posting, right? Should I be posting only a few times a week? Like, I've heard that it's not necessarily good to post every day. This is what I'd say is a good rule of thumb. If you are a brand new account and you want to grow, I really think that you should try to be posting every single day. You might want to be posting twice a day, but there's a caveat to that. You should only post content that's going to be really high quality. I'm going to get into that in a moment. If you find you can't post things that are high quality, then don't try to post every day, post every couple of days, but as much as you can, try to be consistent with your posting schedule. Because if you're consistent, first of all, with your feed posts, you can throw up hashtags on there and it's more likely you're gonna get visible. And if you're active on the platform, Instagram's gonna see that and think, oh, okay, well, it seems like you're active and you're engaging in your community. Maybe I wanna put your posts out more to people. So there's a lot of things to keep into consideration with that. I would say the rule of thumb is no matter how often you post, be consistent. So if you know you can only post 2 to 3 times a week, be consistent with that. Don't post like 5 times in 1 week and then the next week post 0. That's absolutely the worst thing you can do for the algorithm. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm filming this in a big coat, which I think I did with the last video too, I'm outside because outside is where I have the prettiest natural light, and outside is where I can be alone to film YouTube videos, because I don't know about you, but I feel really awkward trying to film in front of people, even if they're my family, so no thank you. That's why I'm outside. All right, the number 2 thing I mentioned leads me into the number 3 thing that I want to mention, which is not posting quality content. Now, I don't mean to be the person who's calling you out, but quality content has to be at the forefront of your game. If you're not posting quality content, people aren't going to want to follow you. Period, really. I mean, you might get the one-off who's like, oh, I like this random quote that you threw up, but like for the most part, If you're not posting quality content consistently, people aren't going to want to follow you. You have to give them a reason to follow you as soon as they land on your page. What do I mean by quality content? So content that is going to be consistently engaging to people. What does that mean? It has to be giving them some kind of value. So whether that's entertaining people is a type of value you can give them, or whether it's educating people. So 3 steps to XYZ. Here are my 3 top tips to XYZ. So for example, I use this example a lot in my YouTube videos, but if you're a fitness account and you're just posting videos of you in the mirror with a selfie, that could be cool for transformation purposes or for some kind of body inspo, I guess, but really that's not giving people a ton of value. What I would do if I was a fitness account is to post 3 things about nutrition that I think my audience will be into, or this is a type of workout you can do at home, or something along those lines, something that's going to give people consistent value. So they know that if they hit that follow button, they're going to consistently see great stuff from you. I don't have to, or rather, I don't want to second guess, am I going to see stuff I like from this person? And nobody really thinks like that. They're going to get onto your profile and in a couple of seconds, they're going to make a decision whether they want to follow you or not. Those seconds are precious. Give them a reason to follow you. Number 4 tip is that you are not engaging with your community. Now, a lot of people want engagement, or everyone wants engagement on their Instagram profile, but a lot of people are not willing to put in the work to engage with other people. You know what Instagram is? It's a social platform. It's social media. What does that mean? You have to be active in proactively, outwardly engaging with people if you want them to engage with you. That's how it works. That's how being in a community works. You can't just expect to be really popular in a community and sit in your house and never talk to anyone, obviously. And then it works the same way in the internet. In the internet? Is the internet like a box? On the internet. Be proactive with engaging with your community. So really engage with your followers. What I want you to do is go and watch their stories. If you find one that's interesting or you see a post that's interesting, send them a DM about it. They'll be thrilled that you are engaging with their stuff, because that's how it works with the back and forth. And explore hashtags. Go on the explore page, go to people's posts and like and comment on their posts as well. Instagram wants to see that you're active with other people. And quick tip, quick side note, if you are active in the DMs with your followers, Instagram is going to see that and think, oh, these people are actually friends. I'm going to put my content more in front of these people because they clearly want to see each other's content because they're talking to each other, if that makes sense. So that's something that you should keep in mind. I think it's really paramount to set aside time every single week to engage, even if you're only doing it a couple times a week. If you have time to do it, really prioritize engagement every single day. But if you can't do it every single day, I get it, you're busy. Just do it at least a couple of times a week. Number 5 mistake that I see the most often is people treating their Instagram page like it's just a personal account. So they're just posting selfies or photos of their dog a lot and no selfies. They don't really talk about their business. It says what they do in their bio, kind of, but they never mention their products or services. This is gonna look to people like it's a personal page. And yeah, maybe they wanna follow you for really cute dog pictures and cute selfies of you and whatever outfit you're wearing, that's cool. But really you have to be able to balance business and personal. If it just looks like a personal page, people aren't going to see that page and think this person can guide me, or this person has products that I'm really interested in. Now, one exception to this is obviously if you're an influencer. If you're an influencer and you're known for posting your outfit every day, that's a totally different ballgame. But in general, if you are any other type of business, you really have to show people that it's not just a personal page, that it's a business page. Now, we can flip-flop that and say that I have also seen people who treat their business pages as only business. They never want to post selfies, they don't want to post anything personal, and that's okay. But you're also really not going to grow as fast with that, and you're not going to gain the trust of your audience because they land on your page and they're like, who is this person? What am I looking at here? Like, is this person a robot? Are they real? Because that's what I think when I land on a page and I see zero personal content. Now, you don't have to spill your whole life story and all of your biggest vulnerabilities, but I really encourage people when they run a business page to still be active on stories and show off some of a personal side, or every 10 or 20 posts at least. Post a selfie or a photo with their family if they feel like it, or whatever. Just showing people that they're a human being and making that human connection, because people buy from people time after time. If you found my video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. I love you all so much for subscribing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and I will see you in a future video. I post every week. See ya.